Hello YouTubers, RogueMonkeyJr here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the quick match button in Battlefield and why it sucks. So in previous titles there wasn't a quick match button. You literally had to go into server browsers and actually look up a server that you wanted to play as and mess around with the filters if you wanted larger games, smaller game modes, what map you wanted to play and all that good stuff. And you could also tinker around with custom game settings if you wanted to play, let's say, hardcore, 200% damage, no vehicles, infantry only, all that stuff. There was a massive amount of filters that you could play with to actually find servers that were fun for you or that you wanted to play. With the launch of Battlefield 1, however, there was a quick match option that was introduced. Now it is in Battlefield 4 as well. If you actually buy Battlefield 4, it's not in Battlelog anymore. It's actually a game browser, like a real menu, as opposed to Battlelog, which was a web browser based game menu. And now it's an actual game menu, and there is a quick match option in there. So don't be like, hey RMJ, there's a quick match button in Battlefield 4, what the hell are you talking about? There wasn't before. You had to go and choose your servers manually, and it was great because you could see the best ping for you and like all the stuff that you pick your map, pick the server type, or server size. In Battlefield 1, well, there's a lot less options, number one, and the quick match button sucks for multiple reasons. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, if it sucks, why do you use it? I don't use the quick match button. It's garbage. Okay, I don't use the quick match button, but some people do because it's the easier route to find games, or hopefully find games. Now, I wrote down a few things that I wanted to talk about of why the button sucks. Okay, so first of all, more often than not, it puts you in empty lobbies. So it's never going to put you in a full lobby and put you in a queue. It almost always is going to put you either in a match that's already started, that is about to start, or that's empty. And the latter being the one that happens most often. So if you use the quick match button for some game modes, it's going to put you in an empty lobby, and those lobbies usually never start because people aren't patient. They're not going to wait to actually get the game to go because you need X amount of players to start the game. You need, like, for example, in team deathmatch, you need 10 players total to actually start the game and start shooting each other. So more often than not, you're never going to get those games started, and you're just going to go back to the main menu, hit the quick match button again, same thing's going to happen. It's pretty much a circle, and you'd be damned to find DLC maps using quick match button. Sometimes you will. You can choose, like, let's say when you do the quick match, you can choose like Conquest and then DLC maps or Apocalypse or Mixed or whatever. But yeah, you don't always find them that easily, and sometimes you don't have the map that you want. You get into a shitty map, so you quit, go back to the main menu, do the same thing. So it's not a very good experience to use the quick match button. I would strongly suggest using the server browser, which brings me on to the second point. So in Battlefield 1, all of the servers that are rented through DICE directly. There's no third-party providers for servers. In Battlefield 4, there was third-party providers. You could rent servers from, example, Typefrag, UKF, or NFO servers, and there was a lot of options for administrators. So you could put a ping limiter. Granted, there were no ping limiters in the official DICE servers, like the official Battlefield 4 servers. There were no ping limiters, and in Battlefield 1, this is a big issue. There is no ping limiters. So if somebody is playing from across the globe on the server that you're on, they can have a ping of 300 and still stay in there because there is no ping limiters enforced in the servers, which is a damn shame because this makes it so that people that use the quick match button, if they're getting auto matched into a server that's not in their region, which happens a lot, by the way. I can tell you about 80% of the games I got into with the quick match option, I had a high ping. It was a server that wasn't in my region. It was like overseas in Europe, so I had a ping like 150. And this creates the problem that a lot of people use the quick match option, which is a bad option in the first place, but then they're put into servers that aren't in their region. They have this super high ping, and it just makes the game less enjoyable for everybody else in that server. And you can see it quite a lot. Like, just go ahead and join an official server, even using the server browser, a server that's in your region. If somebody was quick matched into that specific server, you're going to see a lot of high pingers in there, and it just makes it very frustrating because sometimes you get killed around corners, sometimes your shots don't hit them, and the same thing can happen to you. If you're in a server that's not your region, you have to lead your shots more, and it just makes it very frustrating to actually find a game and play on servers because that quick match feature puts players in your lobby that are not from that region. so they have a ping of like I said, 150, 200, and it just makes a worse experience for everybody in that server because of the quick match option. So that is something that I would like to see fixed. Like, I'm not stupid. I don't think they're going to fix this or change this for Battlefield 1. I don't think they're going to introduce a ping limiter. I don't think they're going to change the quick match option feature or something like that. I know that's not going to happen, but for future Battlefield titles, if there is a quick match option, why not have it so that there's a ping limiter on servers, so people can't join servers if they have a really high ping, which makes a very bad experience for everybody who has a normal ping and that one person or several people who have a higher ping. Or just take out the quick match option completely. It was fine with server browsers. I mean, how lazy can you be to not want to go and look for a server that, one, has the game size that you want, and two, has a decent ping for you? Like, you want to play in servers that have good pings. Now, I realize that with the servers being only available through DICE, there were a lot of regions in the world that didn't have access to servers in their own region. That was a big problem. Didn't have that problem with third-party providers for servers, because people from those regions would rent servers if there were no official servers. And when the game launched and there was no RSP feature, there was a lot of people that didn't have servers in their region, and it forced them to actually go into regions like, let's say, South Africa. They had to play in like the UK, which is a hell of a lot of distance, and they had really high pings. So that is also part of the problem, is that all the servers are only available through DICE, and if they don't have local servers in your region, then you're pretty much fucked. You're going to have to play in servers that are out of region with high pings, and it doesn't make a good experience for anybody. So I know I've been going on for quite a bit. There's a lot of information in this video. I kind of trailed off from the quick match option, like dabbling into the RSP, but I think it's like two intertwined problems with Battlefield 1 and how they're progressing with the server options in game. Like, it's a big problem, and then having the quick match feature on top of that, which just makes the problem even more apparent. So I might make a video talking about RSP program and like third-party providers in a future video. If you are interested about that, let me know in the comments down below. And also, while you're down there, be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.